Greetings everybody, my name is Captain HonorSeeker and welcome back to another challenge with challenge 408 for North America, and goddamn it's a bad one. Masquerade of the Burning Carnival, but we have still like little yellows. We do not have anything in the queue for our gear slot. We have Maltorius Petrified Spike, Bone Spear now costs 40 essence and deals 700% increased damage. We also have the Scourge Necklace. I have no idea why the guy didn't wear it, like I have no idea. But we have the Engine, your skills cooldown are reduced by 10 seconds for 15 seconds after killing an elite pack. And we also have the full Masquerade of the Baron Carnival, Bone Spear, cast by you and your simulacrums deal 5500% increased damage. Simulacrums gains triple this bonus. There's one problem. Your simulacrums die like very fast, and you are extremely but also extremely squishy. I didn't get this one down, I'm gonna be very honest. I tried every single time. I tried for 45 minutes straight or something. I couldn't get this one down. The closest I could get this one was 742. So keep that in mind. It's going to be a very, very tough one. I have no idea what this guy was doing. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing useful on this entire build except Bane of the Powerful. And we have Aesthetic Alteration gain 18% non-physical damage reduction. But other than that, it's actually a bad one. Alright, but if you want to try this one, when you come across an elite, that is where you're gonna cast your simulacrums. Your Bone Spear is tough enough to do just the trash and such. If you're out of essence, you can use your Bone Spike, but you can also use your Land of the Dead, and then your essence do not cost anything, and you can keep casting as long as your Land of the Dead remains active. The moment it goes out of cooldown, beware, because your essence goes down. So keep that in mind. Also, when you come across an elite, you activate your simulacrum, and you see that this bonus gets added. Again, the moment you're out of essence, use your Bone Spikes to re-add it. So make sure that your simulacrums, the moment they come out of cooldown, are reactivated again. That is also why you're gonna want to try to kind of dash towards elites. But other than that, keep in mind that getting through this one is going to be tough. Also, what you can do is when you create corpses, right, and you walk over them, you get essence back. So you don't always need your Bone Spikes, but you actually need to create corpses. And not your own corpse, but corpses in general. For the Rift Guardian, if you come across Rift Guardian, make sure you have your simulacrums off a cooldown. So if you see that you're very close towards the end, do not use or do not cast your simulacrums until the boss spawns. That's gonna help you a lot. Otherwise, you're gonna be extremely busy with the Rift Guardian. Again, create corpses to gain essence. If you don't have corpses, use your Bone Spikes to recreate essence. Simulacrums only on elites, because when you kill all the elites, you get the Engine buff. It's gonna help you. And also when your Land of Death comes off cooldown, activate it, because your essence will not cost anything. And it will also be increased to 578 essence. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get into the Rift Alright guys, here we go. Challenge 408 for North America. We open up on the Temple of the Firstborn, and from the moment you enter, you're gonna activate your Land of the Dead so that your skills do not use any essence. Alright, here we come across the first elite. Like when you activate your simulacrums, that's the moment you need to start hitting the elite. Your simulacrums remain alive for another 15 seconds. The moment your simulacrums dies, you're gonna have the problem of A, staying alive, and B, you are not that powerful as you think. Just make sure that when you die, you reactivate your simulacrums like instantly again, like if possible, even your Land of Dead. Again, you might even want to take this like a little bit slower than your usual fast run, because A, you're like extremely squishy. And by extremely squishy, I mean like a mob needs to look at you in the wrong way and you actually die. So take your time with it. Don't do like me. If your essence is low, try to create corpses. And if you walk over the corpses, you're gonna get essence again. If you have a problem with maintaining your essence, you can also use your bone spike to make sure that your essence do not deplete when you're using a skill. When your Land of the Dead comes out of cooldown, like instantly try to reactivate it. Like the moment you reactivate it, your essence gets up as quickly as possible, and you do not use any essence cost when you cast a skill. Right, again, when you die, reactivate instantly your simulacrums again, because you get like a little bit of boost when you're doing damage. And then you try to just go forward. Like, there's already one thing that I'm quite happy about, is that we do not get this as a season start challenge rift. A lot of people will have been mad if that was actually the case. Like, you're gonna see me struggle for most of the rift. Like, no matter what I did, I always got like either countered or like completely surrounded. It was a very weird build. Like, it's a very weird challenge rift as well. Like, it's been like, this is gonna be probably the second challenge rift in the entirety that I'm creating challenge rift videos that I actually cannot finish. Doesn't mean you can't. I just can't do it, because I probably do not have like enough hours within a Necromancer at this case to understand this build like completely. But if you use simulacrums, your Land of the Dead, your Bone Spike, and your Bone Spear, you should be alright. Like, you can, if you look at the webcam insert, you will see that I actually am like trying to maintain my center of calm, so to speak, to get through this. Alright, but back to the rift. Like, the moment everything comes out of cooldown, try to reactivate it. And that way you try to make sure that you are like in a decent spot. Again, the moment your Land of the Dead comes out of cooldown, try to reactivate it again, so it does not cost anything to cast your skills. Like, I'm again once again 20 seconds away from finishing the rift at this point, but you can also see that I still need to do like a lot of percentages here, like even more than 10% at this point. Again, it remains the same. Like, try to keep everything active, try to maintain a good balance between all your cooldowns. Also, if you die when you're like very close towards the Rift Guardian, do not, I repeat, do not cast your simulacrums, because you're gonna need your simulacrums to defeat the Rift Guardian in a decent amount of speed. Alright, and who do we spawn? We spawn Veracity, in other words, Mech 40 Pants. Like you constantly see me like dash away to like A, to run towards some corpses, and B, to like stay away from his devastating clouds of poison. What you also can do is like if you have like enough time over, you can let yourself killed by ferocity, so you have your simulacrums again. That is gonna help you like a tremendous amount. And all you have to say to Veracity at the end is, see you next week, dude. Alright guys, you saw me clear your challenge rifts, you saw me struggle. It might be a struggle for you as well. I am very sorry for this. I do not choose the builds, Blizzard does this one. It's also towards the end of the season, so thank God this one is not a season start challenge rift, because a lot of people will have failed this one and a lot of people will be mad about it. Alright guys, thank you all for watching, have a good one, stay healthy, and catch you on the next one. Bye bye.